Hello YouTube, this is Bash bringing you here for week 2 of the NPL Minor Season 6, and we are up against Pesky, Skitty, and the Ottawa Garchomps, I believe is his team name. His team consists of Kieran Black, Tapu Bulu, Rotom Wash, Mega Alakazam, Cobalion, Gliscor, Salazzle, Snorlax, Spiritomb, Magneton, and Ariados, with the Z captains being Tapu Bulu and Salazzle. My team consists of Megalodios, Suicune, Sylveon, Alolan Muck, Donphan, Conkeldurr, Scizor, Jolteon, Blacephalon, Regirock, and Volibee, with Z captains being Donphan and Blacephalon. So, looking at his team, his team is very interesting cores, I would say, but I feel like a lot of his team cannot be, unless he's bringing like Toxic, whatever, cannot really beat bulky Megalodios. I will tell you this though, Magneton and Snorlax are definitely coming for a fact. I know that for 100% fact that they're going to come to this match, just because of how like Magneton's able to trap the Scizor. That's a huge problem for him, because Scizor's able to deal with Kieran Black, Alakazam, and the Tapu Bulu. So that's a very likely bring, I think, of those two. I do also think that I think Snorlax will come just to help with Blacephalon and the Megalodios, because that's really his best way to answer those mons. I believe the Tapu Bulu has a pretty good chance of coming, just because my fire type is pretty frail, and like Scizor is probably my best switch in. And if he's bringing Magneton, he might try to use the Magneton to trap the Scizor and allow Tapu Bulu to just try to break my team using through that certain means. Mega Alakazam, I'm not really sure if he'll bring it, just because I have a little Muck and a Scizor. And then I'll go through the rest of the team, I guess. I might as well. Kieran Black is a maybe. Looking through preps, he gets really revenge, I feel like, easily, by like Conkeldurr, Megalodios, Scizor, Regirock, Sylveon. Like, a lot of them just pressure Kieran Black a lot. So it depends on his mood, I guess, how he feels as well, because he's not Z Kieran Black, meaning that he actually he's gonna have a really difficult time beating my team, I think, with Kieran Black. A lot of his he gets pressured a lot by the mons, I think, on my team, honestly. I talked about Tapu Bulu already. Rotom Wash is a pretty decent bring. If I do see it, I do expect a Toxic set for Megalodios, with like Volt Switch, maybe Hydro Pump, and like Thunderbolt or Discharge, I guess, or like some Pain Split with Defog set. One of those will probably come. I think Rotom Wash is a decent bring, and it's probably, other than Tapu Bulu, it's another way for him to deal with Suicune, which could be really annoying for his team. Mega Alakazam, I talked about how I don't think it will really come, just because I have a Alolan Muck and a Scizor right there to just destroy it, and then as well as a Volibee. Volibee does really well against it too, and Blacephalon, Choice Scarf with Blacephalon's always able to revenge pretty much. So that all of those combined threats, I just don't think Mega Alakazam is a good bring. He might bring it, but I still don't think it's a good bring. Cobalion's a decent bring, just because it hits my team really hard, especially if he's like a Rock Polish set. Rock Polish Sword stance, it could be really scary, but if he's not Rock Polish, Blacephalon's able to beat it, and I believe at +2, Cobalion cannot beat Megalodios, Suicune, or Donphan, especially with the fact that he's not Z-move. So Cobalion's an iffy bring. I do think it might come just to help with the Alolan Muck, because it's a pretty decent switch into Alolan Muck, and it's able to deal with some of the mons and pressure like Regirock, and it could probably pressure Scizor if Scizor does not have superpower. So Gliscor's a little iffy. He might use it with like a taunt variant to try to stop some of my mons from being absolutely annoying, like Regirock, or he might use it to block some Volt Switch, even though Volt Switch isn't really that good against his team of Jolteon. honestly, with like Kieran Black and Tapu Bulu being such easy switch-ins, as well as Snorlax, and I guess the Gliscor as well, if you really want to put that in there, just if I don't click HP Ice with it. So, Gliscor's an alright bring, I would say. It's alright, I guess. He might bring it as his like 5th or 6th mon kind of thing. Salazzle has a decent matchup. Besides the Suicune and the Regirock, it's actually not that bad of a doesn't have that bad of a matchup, I guess. Donphan does not want to take a Z move from Salazzle, so that's something to note. And it probably could actually check a setup version of Scizor, which could be scary for his team. So that's a quite possible bring as well. It just depends on how he comfortably feels against Suicune and like Regirock kind of thing, and like Donphan, all those. So then we got Snorlax. I definitely think he'll bring it. I'll be very, very surprised if he does not bring Snorlax, just because it pressures my. It's able to take a lot of the hits from my special side that he's going to need in order to actually possibly win this game. So let's see. Then Spiritomb. Spiritomb's like a very. It has a decent matchup just because maybe it can pursue Trapper Blacephalon. He can actually be annoying for Megaladios with Spiritomb depending on his set. So there's a couple of things that might, like, I could see Spiritomb possibly coming. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes, honestly, based off like what my team is. And how much some of my mons are a threat to him. So, and if he brings it, he might want to bring it with Snorlax just so it makes it easier. Just to make it easier to try to check Blacephalon and Megaladios, because Snorlax doesn't want to check probably both of them and might have a difficult time with that. Magneton, I definitely said it's coming. Precious Suicune. It's also able to trap the Scizor. I definitely think that's coming. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't come, actually. And then the last mon he has is Ariados with Sticky Webs. So that's if he's the only way he's bringing it. If he wants to set up T-Spikes or Webs, that's pretty much what it's going to be doing. So that means that I expect definitely the Snorlax, the Magneton. I do think the Bulu as well for the 3 right there, that core. I do think Cobalion will come. And then the last 2 spots are up for grabs between, I would say, Rotom Wash, Kieran Black, Spiritomb, and Salazzle for the last 2 spots, depending on what he wants to bring. But let me go into the team I'm bringing this week. So we're going to lead off with Choice Scarf Blacephalon. It's pretty apparent against this team. It's pretty obvious, I would say. Outspeed Scarf Bulo. Outspeed Scarf Kieran Black, I believe, as well. Hits Mega Alakazam, outspeeds that with a Shadow Ball. Cobalion outspeeds that if it's Scarf. Not Scarf, if it's like. Outspeeds Cobalion if it's not boosted in speed. Outspeeds pretty much his entire team, which is very good with the Choice Scarf, other than Choice Scarf, Cobalion, and Salazzle. So that's something to note. I had knockoff there is because I do believe the Snorlax will be his switch in, and I want to keep the choice. I would bring Trick, but I wanted to keep the Choice Scarf on this Blacephalon because I think it will be very good for a late game. But knockoff is to get rid of the Apple Berry on the switch in for Snorlax, or leftovers or whatever it wants to be, because getting rid of the item on Snorlax makes it that much a lot easier to deal with. So this thing is going to be absolutely amazing. It's probably going to be used either to break or like try to get that Snorlax, lure that Snorlax in, because if it's a curse or with a recycle set with Gluttony, if I get rid of that item, it's pretty much Snorlax is not really going to be doing much, and I could beat it with a lot of my other mons on my team. So Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, Knockoff, Fire Blast. I didn't think I really need any other coverage moves, I guess, on my team for this. Yeah, so next we got Megaladios with Roost, Psychic, Dragon Pulse, Calm Mind. So this can actually potentially 1v1 the Snorlax, depending on his set. just because this is very bulky. It's really extremely bulky. This could also set up on Spiritomb, which is another possible check for Megalodios, as long as it doesn't carry Toxic. And the only thing that probably will be able to revenge this, I would say, unless there's Toxic, and is Cure Black Choice Scarf. So that's what I'm thinking. If he does bring it, he might bring Choice Scarf, but I'm not really sure with the amount of threats I have on my team. So, but I really do think Megalodios could put in a lot of work. It did last week, and actually a +1 or +2 Psychic is able to really destroy Magneton, as I feel like Magneton is not going to be a bulky set. It's going to be more offensive to try to get rid of Scizor. So, now we have a Alolan Muck. Alolan Muck is Assault Vest knockoff, Poison Jab, Pursuit, Ice Punch. I did actually have Power Punch or Brick Break first instead of Pursuit, but the reason we decided to go Pursuit is to trap the Mega Alakazam just in case, or trap one of his other mons that might be really annoying. But I do know that Cobalion does wall this, but I have a couple different ways to actually probably beat Cobalion in this instance. So, figure out, because Cobalion is not his user, so if I knock off the item, it's not he does get attack boost, but it's not the worst thing in the world because he's not his user, and I could probably be able to check it. I can check it though, so that's what Alolan Muck's here to do. Be able to beat the Mega Alakazam, be a switch into Kieran Black, and pretty much deal with it can deal with a lot with the other opponent's team, and to get those poison touches off with like Poison Jab, that's always nice. So next we have Flame Orb Conk with Guts, Mach Punch, Drain Punch, Facade, Ice Punch. He just, if I get a Brox, nothing on his team switches into this. I believe, other than the Spiritomb, which I think I could beat the Spiritomb, honestly. But this thing is, he's had a very difficult time dealing with this. Ice Punch. Oh, okay, we'll go down the line. So Kieran Black gets destroyed by a Drain Punch or Mach Punch. Tapu Bulu by Ice Punch. Rotom Wash gets destroyed by Facade or Drain Punch. Mega Alakazam by Facade or Ice Punch if he tries to switch in. Cobalion, Drain Punch. Gliscor, Ice Punch. Salazzle, Facade. Snorlax, Drain Punch or Drain Punch. Spiritomb, which is probably his only switch in depending on his set, but I'm expecting if he brings Spirit to be more Spadef to help with the Megalodios as well. And then Magneton, not a switch in, gets wrecked, and Ariados gets wrecked with Facade. So his entire team does not really switch into this at all, which is absolutely amazing for Conk. This is probably going to be my wall breaker, and maybe even, like, it could possibly even be a sweeper with the Mach Punch at the end, but it's probably going to be my breaker in order to break a lot of his mons, so Warhead and Eon could put in a lot more work in the end game. So that's Conk here, the Hercules. Now we have Tony Starks with Roost, Bullet Punch, Defog, U-Turn, with Shed Shell. The Shed Shell, of course, is for Magneton. This thing is very important to deal with the Tapu Bulu, as well as to be able to revenge Kieran Black, because Kieran Black could be really annoying. If I'm not able to revenge it, sorry for yawning. It's kind of I'm a little tired at the moment, actually. But so a lot of things do check this pretty well. But I also want to defog in case he brought sticky webs, because that could be really annoying for like Warhead to deal with. So, and my last mon is not going to have defog for just for FYI. And last mon we are bringing is Donphan with ICMZ, Sturdy, Stealth Rocks, Poison Jab, Earthquake, Ice Shard. So Gliscor seems to be usually a really easy switch into this, but I bring ICMZ to actually just nuke that Gliscor. Stealth Rocks, as I said, are very good against him. Poison Jabs for the Tapu Bulu that might switch in on this, and Earthquake for pretty much everything else other than like Rotom Wash, I guess. So that's the team we have. Do feel pretty good about this. It will really depend about like what he ends up bringing. The things I'm gonna have the checklist I'm gonna have to be able to figure out is Spiritomb Snorlax sets. Try to weaken them so that Megalodios or Lustafon can try to sweep at the end, or be able to wall break and be able to make the correct plays in order to not let what's it called? Do not let Cobalion try to sweep me with a rock polish swords dance set, as well as what's it called? Be very careful about the Natan and how it plays this game. As in fact, it's not that bad of a matchup for it. But so that's the team we're bringing this week. Hopefully we pick out another dub. Pesky is 0-1, but he had a very close game that really came down to the last couple plays of the game. So, and he's a very good, I would say he's a pretty good battler. So, hope we're going to have our hands full for this week, but definitely check out the match. It will be going up tomorrow. And thank you so much for watching. Definitely check out, definitely check out the video that's going up tomorrow, the match, and hopefully we can pull out a dub. Until tomorrow, bash.